Hey guys, welcome to another barneycast. This is the second game between our Zerg player Tefel and the Blue Protoss Todd. Now, this game is also part of the Gigabyte series. Again, it is the best of 3, and hopefully you guys watch the other ones so I don't spoil it for you. If you haven't, then you should just look to your right. It should be there. Now, this map is Terminus RE, and it is the GSL version, I believe. Because I think the first version that ever came out was set up differently. And then the map was improved upon so that the layout was changed. I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Now, this map, I believe, favors Zerg just because there's easy expansions to get. But also, it's pretty wide open. And there's a lot of avenues to get to your opponent. Now, Tefel's Overlord is going in the wrong direction. And it looks like Todd's going to go a fast forge with his pylon at the front so that he could block it off if he needs to expand quickly behind it. He did send out 2 probes, so maybe he is thinking of doing another type of cheese again. Maybe put a couple of pylons and block off all these possible hatcheries. If he actually does it right, he could hide a pylon in a place where Tefel can't see it, and then place cannons there to kill off the hatchery. But it looks like he's just going to scout out the main. His forge is done, so he has the opportunity to put cannons wherever he wants. Spawning pool going down for Tefel. I believe it was a 15 hatch, 14 pool. A cannon going down actually in the front of Todd's base, so we should see an expansion coming up soon. Yes, there it goes. So both of these players decided to fast expand, and we should see Todd wall this off with a gateway and then another cyber. Although this is a pretty large gap that he gave himself, so maybe he might need a gateway and a cyber to wall it off. Tefel is getting that gas. I do believe that he's going to stop at 100 just so that he could get the link speed, but you never know. Yes, he did pull off drones. And Zerg players do this just so that they have more drones on minerals so that they could quickly saturate their expansions. They usually go this build when they're doing the fast expands just to saturate as fast as possible. And yeah, Todd had to put down another pylon to block this off. But it actually isn't too bad because when you're moving out with your army, what are you going to kill, right? If you're blocking with the forge, a gateway, and a cyber, you actually have to spend 150 minerals killing one of your tech buildings. But since this is a pylon, all he does is wasting 100 minerals just breaking down the pylon when he moves out. Now, Todd is going to scout if the third is up, which it isn't. It is common for Zerg players to go fast third, and he is putting a pylon down to prevent any sort of fast third going down. So, we are probably going to see a timing push from Todd, maybe. Or he could probably have just put that down there just so he knows the timing of Tefel's third. Tefel is getting a very quick lair at 6 minutes. Second gas on the way. And I wonder if Todd saw that. Yes, I believe he did see the lair forming. So he knows that maybe fast mutas or infestors are coming. So he should be preparing. Robotics facility going down. Another cannon warping in. Only one, or actually it'll be 2 gases for Todd. Maybe he's not going a 2 gas heavy build. And Tefel just droning up as much as he can right now. Income tab shows Tefel ahead by 5 harvesters. Make it 11 now that all of his drones have popped. Army tab, about even. Hydralisk Den is on the way. And now if Todd does not go for the quick robotics, he's going to be in a kind of bad position. Because Hydras are really good against gateway units. Lings and drones going to break down this third. Observer is on the way. No robotics facility up yet. Or robotics bay up yet. I keep on getting those two mixed up. Just because I believe in StarCraft Brood War, I thought it was called robotics bay. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe that's why I'm always getting them mixed up. Zerglings are going to come in here. Wow, nice positioning by Todd. Only one Zergling can attack at a time. Observer is on the way. A second Observer coming up, so he does want that vision. Nexus does go down. Awkward position for Todd to be in. He has 3 gateways and a robotics facility. He needs to get more production buildings up, especially since he's on 2 bases and a potential 3rd. Off of 2 bases, you can produce off of 6 gateways. I actually don't know how many robo facilities you could produce off of, but it's probably, he could probably throw down another robotics facility if he wants to. Tefel's 3rd is going up about the same time as Todd's 3rd. More drones on the way. Wow. Todd should not let Tefel be droning as hard as he has been. I mean, it's really a bad idea to let Zergs just get away with this. 67 harvesters. Just because a Zerg that has 3 bases fully macroing is really hard to stop. Because they could just keep on remaxing their army. But again, so is the Death Ball. The Protoss Death Ball is actually really strong. +1 attack on the way for Todd. With so many Blink Stalkers, he should be getting that Twilight Council just to get Blink. Thermal Lance on the way. Should be getting this gas just because his build is probably going to be super gas heavy. Nice placement of the observers just so that he could see any type of mutaplay or Hydralisk drop, as well as he could see when the units are moving out. I believe Tefel is going to go for another hatchery. Probably take his 4th right here. Although it is actually kind of a good decision if you want to hide your 4th in some other location. But since he is going to Hydra build, Hydras aren't the quickest units. So I guess it does make sense for him to have a close 4th base. Now it looks like both players are content to just sit back and mass up a big army. +1 attack is finished. Tefel has no upgrades, but he does have a +1 attack for both melee and missile coming up. Corruptors are being made as well as the Hive, so we should see this Spire becoming a greater Spire and Tefel transition into Broodlords. He's going to need these 2 gases though, because he is going a pretty gas intensive build right now. And if you'll notice, both of these top players are keeping up really well with their macro. These numbers usually don't climb this high, but if you'll notice, they're doing really well in keeping their accounts low. Yeah, Todd has gotten his Twilight Council. Probably going to be researching Blink. 8 gateways for Todd as well as a Robo. And Tefel has his 4 hatches, and I believe he has a macro hatch, but I'm not 100% sure. No, maybe I was mistaken. He should continue to upgrade, but it looks like he's just going to get as many units as he has. We're about to have an engagement in the middle. Spinecrawler just going to poke away. Todd should wait for his +2 ground attack. because that'll help him a lot in this engagement. Oftentimes I notice that players don't get upgrades, and they are really powerful, especially when you have as many units. Early on, maybe like 7-8 minutes into the game, they're not as necessary, but when you get into past the 10-minute mark, upgrades scale really well. Ooh, bad time to be making Broodlords, because you need these units, Corruptors, to be attacking the Colossus. Looks like Tefel is going to move in. Nice Hydra spread. All 3 Colossus have gone down, but so many Blink Stalkers still alive. These Hydras need some Lings to back them up. 34 Lings on the way. Drones are being pulled to kill, but not as effective. I think one of the drones actually did get a kill. Not bad, Mr. Drone. But it looks like Todd is pulling back. He should be getting another base. Yes. He is queuing one up. And I say that just because after in a successful attack, you wanna push out with something bigger. So you wanna like make units or for another attack, or you wanna expand and just get ahead of your opponent by macroing. Food count is in favor of Tefel. Pylons are going down. I think we're about to see another engagement. Link should back out. That is a lot of Stalkers. With these Broodlords, Zerg can slow push like Terran, except Broodlords go faster than any siege tank slow siege tank push can. And Broodlings wreck the AI of attackers, so these Broodlords could actually just sit back for a while and just attack. But you notice Todd has autofocus this Broodlord, one Broodlord down. He is focusing this second Broodlord, the second Broodlord down. The Hydras are doing a lot of damage, but all the Broodlords are going down for Tefel. Colossus did go down for Todd, but I think Tefel came away better in that engagement just because he still has a big army back here, and he destroyed another Colossus. I know it's a big deal to lose like 5 Broodlords, but it's not that too big of a deal when Tefel has so many units still back at his base. Todd's main half mined out. Tefel's main is about mined out. He should be getting another base soon, which I believe this drone is doing. And we're about to see another slow push from these Broodlords. 0-0 upgrades. Tefel has not been keeping up with his upgrades too much, but Todd just has +2. Now these Zerglings are being used just to distract the AI, so the Broodlords can do as much damage as possible. Hydra's in the background, also wrecking Stalkers. Broodlord's just gonna sit here and snipe. No, he backs up. Colossus again on the way, and I think Tefel's again gonna deny this third. And I think this might be GG. So many Zerglings surrounding all the units, giving time for the Hydras and the Broodlords to do as much damage as possible. And I think this is going to be GG. Tefel just has too big of an army. 20 Zerglings on the way, 10 Hydras. He's just remaxing as fast as possible. Supply count is a whole 100 more for Todd, or for Tefel. And Todd does GG. Zerg is nice. A little bit BM there. And that's it. Tefel takes the series 2-0 and moves on into Gigabyte tournament. Although the tournament has already passed, and you guys should watch those other games if you guys want to. I hope you guys liked it. Please send in any replays you guys have to barneycast@gmail.com, and I'd be more than happy to cast them. Thanks for watching.